Last year, Nissan softened up the Pathfinder in an attempt to find more customers, and so far it's worked. In 2013, sales more than doubled compared to 2012. So to continue the momentum this year, Nissan has expanded the lineup further and included this, the Pathfinder Hybrid. Under the hood, the regular Pathfinder's V6 has been replaced by a 2.5-liter supercharged four-cylinder engine that makes 230 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque. Now it is paired up to a small 15-kilowatt electric motor that makes 20 horsepower and 29 pound-feet of torque. This allows for a total output of 250 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque, or roughly the same amount as the V6 Pathfinder. Like all Pathfinders, the only transmission choice available is the continuous variable unit equipped with a standard transmission cooler. The hybrid is available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, although Nissan still refers to these two options as two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive to keep the illusion that the Pathfinder is still a truck. With the all-wheel drive system, the hybrid is officially rated at 24 miles per gallon city and 27 miles per gallon highway. That is an improvement of 5 miles per gallon and 2 miles per gallon respectively over the V6. Our fully loaded all-wheel drive Platinum Premium model came in at $47,510. The Pathfinder Hybrid uses Nissan's one-motor, two-clutch setup that is referred to as Nissan's Intelligent Dual-Clutch System. An electric motor is linked with a lithium-ion battery and positioned between the gasoline engine and the transmission. Unable to run on pure electric power alone, this setup is more like a hybrid assist than a full-blown two-stage hybrid. Think of it along the lines of GM's e-Assist or Honda's IMA hybrid system. Little has changed on the outside of the Pathfinder Hybrid. There's a unique set of LED taillights and, as should be expected, a few hybrid badges. Of course, like all Pathfinders, there's a ton of plastic chrome everywhere. The only clue to the driver that this is the hybrid model is a power gauge at the bottom left of the cluster and an energy usage screen on the main display. Otherwise, it's business as usual inside the Pathfinder. The first and second set of rows are very comfortable, and the third row, although it is big for the class, is still a little cramped and not the best place for adults. The lithium-ion battery pack was designed to be very compact, and it's placed under the third row of seats, and it doesn't intrude on passenger space or cargo space. There is still 16 cubic feet behind that third row. So how does the hybrid drive? Well, it shouldn't come as much as a surprise, but just like the V6 Pathfinder. Power is quick to build up, and it's really smooth in a fashion that a lot of two-stage hybrids can't match. Now the downside to an assist model hybrid though is it doesn't get as good fuel mileage. Currently we're only getting 20.5 miles per gallon, and although it is really cold out, that isn't much better than the V6 we tested in the fall. Speaking of cold, the Pathfinder has been able to handle this deep freeze exceptionally well. It's started up, it's never hesitated, and never had any issue, except for one. A check engine light did come on, but almost every car will do that when it gets this cold out. Weight is always the enemy of a hybrid, and this vehicle is no different. At over 4,700 pounds, this Pathfinder is nearly 250 pounds heavier than a V6 model. That said, this vehicle does behave a lot like the V6 Pathfinder. It does a really good job at hiding its monstrous size, and you don't really feel that extra weight in normal driving. It's still really easy to operate, sight lines are great, and almost anyone can get behind the wheel and pilot this vehicle without any issue. And a bonus with this vehicle, unlike most hybrids, it can tow. True, the rating has been lowered by 1,500 pounds to 3,500 pounds, but that's still more than enough to tow a small boat or a set of snowmobiles. We've always liked the latest Pathfinder as it's practical, available with a ton of options, and just generally easy to live with, and the hybrid is no different. In fact, that might be the problem with the hybrid. It's very similar to the V6, and yes, it gets slightly better fuel economy, but it's also more expensive and has a more complex drivetrain to worry about. Unless you're going to do a ton of city driving, it's probably best just to stick with the V6 Pathfinder.